And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours. DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Green is out there with Jordan. Then there's Irving. That's Harden. And it's Durant in at the 3. And for the Cavaliers, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Kevin Love out there with Allen. And it's Okoro in at the small forward. Well, we've seen a lot of workload adjustments for the top players in the past few years, Clark, especially when it's this early in the season.
Yeah, I think it's helpful. I'm not a huge proponent of just randomly picking games for guys to sit out, but I do understand managing minutes for everybody, especially guys that are going to carry a heavy load for you during the season.
Now, Garland. Pass to Allen. Outside, Sexton. The pass to Garland. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Garland's got the opening basket of the game for the Cavs. Outside, Irving. Here's Harden. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Here's Sexton. 23 points for him the last game against Dallas. Here's Irving. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Lobs it up for Jordan. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And here's Love for 3. Offensive rebound.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
And the shot goes down.
Never say never with KD. He's fighting hard to protect their possession with a little help from that wingspan that goes on forever.
Now, here's Garland. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Dallas.
And they were just struggling to stop him. They sent him to the line over and over, and the free throws were a big part of the game.
A shot by Harden, wide open. Buries the jumper to finish the break.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Sexton the pass to Okoro. The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Green, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And, you know, the unselfish attitude Harden has helps his team. Awesome at moving the ball.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the night here. The free throw drops for Jeff Green.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Now, here's Garland, covered by Irving, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good, Allen. And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, one step to the hoop and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
And so he makes both from the line.
Boy, a stalwart defender who knows his strengths on offense. I mean, Allen is a fantastic two-way threat, and he wants to get better. This is a guy whose future is bright.
Now here's Durant. He's coming off a 25-point game against Philadelphia.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long. Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there. Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
He gets that one.
Well, you got to do much more than that to slow Allen. I mean, this guy is long and athletic, capable of converting through contact.
Passes it to Harden. A 3-ball. Harden missing again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Garland. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it. Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Garland, the pass to Allen. Down low. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 3. Pass to KD. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
You know, he's a good guy to have running that particular set. I mean, Durant is not a guy who makes a lot of mistakes in the pick and roll.
Garland, the pass to Allen. And it's blocked by Jordan. Love trying to break loose. And he recovers it. Allen, that's good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Cleveland leading by 3. Outside, Sexton. And the rejection by Harden.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
For 3, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Green. Harden's got 7 points.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Garland kicks to Sexton. Shoots from the elbow. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Harden, no good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Pass to Love. Sexton on the wing. Back to Love. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And for years now, GA, Kevin Love, one of the better outside shooting big men in the game. He can really light it up.
I tell you, when Love gets it going, he is hard to slow down. Great on the catch and shoot. Hard to believe it wasn't a large part of his game until he was established in the NBA.
He's perfect from the line this time.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Irving against Sexton. Here's Durant. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Isaac Okoro.
Yeah, you know, you're kidding yourself if you think Durant is going to back down from the opponent. Man, what a strong finish there.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like John Moran, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Jetty Osman, he's checked in for a Okoro. Harden trying to get open. No good from Durant.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now, here's Sexton. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Dinwiddie with it. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Green finds Harden. Back to Green. Launches a 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Green's got 6.
That's platinum-level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Now, here's Sexton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Brooklyn?
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
The first free throw is good.
And the aggressiveness Sexton plays with is infectious. He motivates his teammates to play just as hard.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jordan. Griffin comes in for Green, and Harris subbed in for Kevin Durant. And Sexton drops them both. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 5.
When Aldridge is in the neighborhood, you've got to be careful shooting it. I mean, proving there that he's capable of blocking shots.
Harris, bounce pass. Aldridge kicks to Griffin. And it's off from three-point range. The Cavaliers trailing. Here's Nance. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
The Cavaliers have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
It's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. No points in the game yet for him. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Griffin against Nance. And the pass to Maker. He kicks to Sexton. Just 5 on the clock. Dinwiddie with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. That shot off. And Cleveland the other way now. Nance passes to Maker. And the shot goes in.
There's no question about it. Maker needs to get stronger, and he will. But baskets like this are still encouraging.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And it's Aldridge missing. The Cavaliers leading. Here's Osman. Three-pointer. Cleveland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Windler, the pass to Nance. And the basket is good. Now it's a 3-point Cavalier lead.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Cleveland.
I'll tell you one thing. They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the first half.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
He throw good, James Harden.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Maker misses. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Griffin kicks to Harris. Sexton against Dinwiddie. The Nets need to get a shot off here. They get the rebound. Aldridge, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
The shot by Sexton, no good.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Harden, no good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. Harden dishes to Aldridge. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Aldridge has got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, with all his post moves, Aldridge usually is able to trick the defense, but even when he doesn't, he'll still manage to finish through contact.
James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams. Here is Spencer Dinwiddie discussing the effects of that.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster, we've had a lot of turnover, and so we're all adjusting and getting used to playing together and building that chemistry and that foundation.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the second round a few years ago.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Osman outside at 3 with Nance down at the power forward spot. Then there's Maker. Then there's Garland. And it's Windler in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. That wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Allen's checked in for the Cavaliers. Okoro comes in for Jetty Osman. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. He hits both from the stripe. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Cleveland, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Garland, no good. Nets shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Dinwiddie. Harris has got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets. And here are the Cavaliers now. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Kevin Love's checked in for the Cavaliers. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And here is Irving. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Griffin passes to Dinwiddie, and he bangs it home with one hand.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Now, here's Okoro. 20 points for him last game against Dallas.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Now, here's Garland. He's covered by Irving. And Garland has it in the corner.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Harris, bounce pass. Dinwiddie, left side. Love grabs the board. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
There's Garland, and Griffin sends it back. Garland kicks to Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Okoro, but he gets it back over Harris. And another miss by Cleveland. Nets leading by 7. Dinwiddie passes to Aldridge, and Aldridge slams it in.
Boy, at 6'11", Aldridge makes this look really easy. All he needs is the right positioning, and it's over.
Allen outside. Out to the right wing. The wide open look here for Garland. Here's Okoro. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Harris outside. Kicks it to Aldridge. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And Cleveland making a change here. Sexton's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And Durant subbed in for Joe Harris. Now here's Dinwiddie. The kick out to Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Sexton on the wing. And he uses the glass on the layup. Sexton's got 7.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
And Sexton over to help. And a wide open look for Jordan. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
It's good. Sexton's got 4 points this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Tell you what, when Durant is feeling it, he puts on some swagger. He's going to let you know he's got it going.
Sexton against Dinwiddie. Great positioning on the putback.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Yeah, they played with more hunger. Very impressive with the effort they put on the glass. I like that tenacity.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history,
Take a
David.
break.
Thanks for
Take a
that
break.
report.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And he makes both free throws. And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. 4-point game. Shoots over Garland. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Irving's got 5 points so far.
You know, when Irving rises up to take these shots, so smooth in how he gets it done. He always seems to be in control.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
And this is his third trip to the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. We've seen some obvious improvement in his free throw shooting since last year.
2 shots.
Throw good, Garland. Both good from the line that time. Nets leading by 4. Irving passes to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And stolen by Love. Oh, and here we go. Coro's got it. The fast break chance. And throw the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Tuesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Indiana, going up against the Pacers. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Yeah, the easy hoop assisted by Allen that time. He's developed a nice passing game.
Sexton against Dinwiddie. Here's Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 6 assists now in the game. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Sexton the pass to Love. Sexton against Dinwiddie. The shot by Sexton, no good.
You know, scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Here's Dinwiddie. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Garland the pass to Okoro. Just 5 to shoot. Looking for Sexton. He gets it there. No good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Passes to Love. Offensive rebound. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, and his offensive rebounding numbers have dropped off a little bit the last few years, but Love still works hard down low and gets his share of putbacks.
Now here's Irving. He's got 7. And here's KD for 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night. And the Cavaliers call time here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
A different look now for Cleveland. Makers checked in for Jared Allen. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Jetty Osman in for Okoro. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Harden's checked in. Now, here's Garland. 9 points in the game so far. And it's sent back by KD.
Boy, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
Irving for 3. Garland with the rebound. Garland's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Inside and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Superb body control from Harden. When he's driving inside, the defense doesn't really have much they can do to stop him.
Outside, Sexton. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. Here's Maker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Jeff Green picks one up.
You know, at 7'1", Maker is very hard to cover, and he uses his size to draw fouls.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
And the first one drops.
The skill set package that Maker has is intriguing. A long, lanky, big guy who can shoot it and rebound. I think he just needs to focus on being more consistent.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Here's Irving. Pass to Harden. Tries again. He can't get it to go. So Cleveland will take it the other way.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Harden's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
Love the speed with which Harden gets his shot off, timing his release beautifully off the pass. Nice stuff.
Outside, Sexton. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Marcus Aldridge has checked in for Jordan. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Jeff Green. That one goes. Count it.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Garland the pass to Nance. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Outside Irving. Second shot opportunity. It's good. Irving's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Nance outside. Back to Sexton. 30 seconds left now here in the second. And here are the Nets. They're on a 16-6 run. Harden can't hit.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
And that's an area that Sexton must keep working on. The more he passes, the better his team looks.
Outside, KD. And a wide open look for Irving. Again, Irving missing. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. You always like to be holding a double-digit lead at the half. And with their excellent second quarter, a 10-point lead, that's exactly what they've got. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition, they're catching the defense. That's snapping, Ernie. Anyway, a huge chunk of their offense has come on the break. They've got a nice lead, but they shouldn't slow anything down. I say keep doing what you do.
And Kenny, how do you think the Cavaliers were playing?
Well, they're trailing in this game because they're shooting under 35%. Now, I've got to give a lot of credit to the defense, forcing the shooters off their spots and making them feel uncomfortable. But if someone takes something away from you, you have to be able to adapt. So they need a whole new game plan because right now they're in trouble.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yeah, you know, he's been up in the air so often, he's been absolutely a pest on the defensive end.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Irving at the 1.
Durant's ability to score in a lot of different ways is huge, and he makes it look easy.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
No one covering. Love's got his second bucket of the night.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Pass to KD. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Outside, Sexton. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint, here's Jordan. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, overall now, in terms of defensive strategy, sending Jordan to the line is not as effective as he used to be. He's improved as a free throw shooter.
The Nets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
And so Jordan nails both of them.
You know, Jordan, to me, is one of the more reliable bigs in the league. He takes a lot of punishment and rarely takes a night off.
Back to Allen. Stolen by Harden. It's Jordan on the wing. Irving looking over the floor. The wide open look for Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists in the game.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He's on another level right now. Knocking down threes left and right. The defense isn't doing their job, and I think they've got to talk about it quickly.
Now the pass to Allen. This is to Sexton. They need this, and Sexton slams it in.
And the vertical of Sexton is amazing. At 6'2", he's just capable of hammering it home.
Irving passes to Jordan, and it's sent back by Allen.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
And out of bounds, the Cavaliers will take it. And Cleveland making a change here. Windler's checked in. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Garland dishes to Okoro. The putback. It's good on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Outside Irving. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Boy, good luck trying to keep Irving down. I mean, he's more than happy to take the contact and finish right through it.
Garland with it. He's against Green. Allen in the post, guarded by Jordan. Allen passes to Windler. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Here's Griffin, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Blake Griffin. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Osman's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
Garland dishes to Love. He kicks it to Okoro. Takes the three. Another three for Cleveland.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. Harden scanning the floor. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Boy, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
Garland, the pass to Osman. Allen outside. Back to Osman. 6 to shoot. Allen inside. He's against Jordan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with a quick break in the action, here are some numbers for Kevin Durant. He's right around 29 points a night, 9 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Free throw, good. Allen.
Well, I like this young man, Jared Allen. He's still working to find consistency in his offensive game. He's a really good leaper and finishes at the rim, protects the rim. But his strength right now, which will always be his strength, I think, is his defense. He's outstanding at that end of the floor.
Nancy's checked in for Cleveland. No good on the second free throw.
And Clark, with Allen, he's still young, and the comfort on offense has yet to really find him.
Yeah, and you know what? I think he's really scratching the surface there, Greg. I mean, this kid he only played 1 year in college. He's shown you that he can defend at a high level, and he looks like he's a worker, so I think his offensive game will ultimately catch up with his defense. Boy, Allen always a threat, especially when you give him room to run. He's capable of banging it home.
And Okoro over to help. Griffin, no one around him. The Cavaliers pull it in. Okoro's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the Nance slams it in.
Nance is special. How easy is it for him to make the spectacular look routine?
And Garland comes to help. To the inside. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
What nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Garland with the bucket.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Akers checked in for Allen. Then for the Nets, Aldridge comes in for Jordan. And Harris subbed in for Blake Griffin. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for James Harden. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Knocked away. Maker kicks to Garland. Here's Osman. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. No good with the triple.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harden's got the ball. And then Durant with the jam.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
Nance outside. Here's Garland. Passes it to Osman. Cleveland with a fresh shot clock. Garland, no good.
That
is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Pass to Okoro. Over Harden. And that one goes long.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Here's KD. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Thon Maker.
Boy, what a nice ball fake there. Hard not to bite on that one. I mean, you have to be aggressive if you want to challenge KD's shot, and then he's got you right where he wants you.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Boy, you look at Durant, and it's obvious. He feels like he's got so much more to prove. I mean, he's as driven a player as you'll find in this league. That's part of his greatness.
Sexton, he's checked in for Jetty Osman. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Now, here's Garland. Defense right on him. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway. Harden's got 18 points in the game. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Well, some great passers have come into the league this season. Let's see which rookies are tops in assists. In the third spot, Isaac Okoro.
A number of gifted passers entering the NBA this season, and he's right up there among the very best. I like what I've seen from him as a distributor.
And the jam by Larry Nance.
And scoring the ball extremely well. I don't think the defense is getting up into Nance enough. Got to turn up the burners a little more.
Here's Harden. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting it.
Count it, good. Harden's got 22 points.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
Outside, Sexton. And Garland has it in the corner. The floater, the rebound by the Nets.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Durant. The Cavaliers pull it in. Maker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Okoro. They get it again. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. To the middle. Here's Durant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more 3-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Durant. And Cleveland making a change here. Windler's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Dinwiddie. Durant nails both of them. Now Okoro. 11 points in the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Okoro throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Windler, the pass to Sexton. Shoots the three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Irving from long range. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Sexton's got his 5th rebound in this one. And the dunk by Maker.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Pass to Harden.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Green, he's checked in for the Nets. Harden hits them both.
And, you know, the beard continues to impress, continues to get better, and MVP candidate seemingly every season. Now, I've got a question, though. How does he maintain the look of that beard?
Okoro with it, picked up by Aldridge, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Here's Harris, and Maker sends it back.
And the difference Maker has on this end, love whenever he gets up to swat shots back.
In the corner, Okoro with it. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Here's Green, and a rebound goes to the Cavaliers, and they're pushing it up. Sexton kicks to Nance. Here's Windler, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Prince. You've got Prince. Hartenstein is out there with Brown. And it's Windler in at the shooting guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Prince misses.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Luwawu. No good on the three. The Cavaliers shooting just 34% from the floor. Windler's shot is off. And so Aldridge will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Brown the pass to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And there's the pass to Hartenstein. Prince with it. Hartenstein passes to Prince. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, Taurean Prince is not the guy you want to send to the foul line.
And he's good on the first of 3. Well, we know, Clark, without distractions or outside issues, no travel, the players in the bubble on that Orlando campus were laser focused. Do you feel that boosted the level of play, the quality of play?
I think it did, Kevin. I think the biggest part of that was the lack of travel, not needing to jump on planes and back and forth to different cities and getting in late at night. I think that created an atmosphere where guys could really focus on their bodies and their rest and playing the game. So I do think it increased the level of play a bit.
And he can't make it. 3 for 3.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Griffin against Prince.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
You know, Griffin is so sure of himself when he shoots it. That confidence really goes a long way.
It's Prince on the wing, defended by Griffin. Now here's Prince. Clock at 6. Got a piece of it. Here's Brown. Some solid defense there from Irving. Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And it's Brown missing. The Cavaliers have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter here, going 0 for 4 so far. Prince kicks to Brown. Back to Prince. Passes it to Brown. The rebound by Luwawu.
Yeah, you know what, guys? He's not very effective from that spot. He's got to put some work in there.
And he gets it to go.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Fires from the line. Here's Hartenstein. Makes it off the glass. Hartenstein's got his first basket of the night.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's McKinney. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of it.
Prince finds Brown. Back to Prince. Lets the 3 fly. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Here's Irving. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
Fast break points, the edge goes to them, and those quick buckets are easy money. I love to see that.
Cedi Osman, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Kicks it out to Prince. That three off the mark.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
And here's Prince outside. Not going to go that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
To the paint, here's Claxton. The rebound by Prince. And here are the Cavaliers. And that one's good. Osman. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. The 15-footer. And it's Osman with the rebound. Osman's got his 5th rebound in this one. Hartenstein, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That free throw missing, and Brooklyn making a change here. Shamet's checked in. So he comes up empty at the line. The net shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Brown outside. Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Here's Windler. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so Brown will bring it up for Brooklyn. Pass to Shamet. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
And here is Prince.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here's Windler. Pass to Osman. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Shamet. They grab their own miss. Prince misses.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
The Cavaliers shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Here's Osman, defended by Griffin. Shot clock at 6, and it's Osman missing. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Now Prince. Brown with it, picked up by Brown. Here's Prince, and Griffin sends it back. Here's Claxton, and he dunks it down.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Here's Prince. Sweet little floater.
Prince has a nice, varied offensive game now. Loves mixing it up and going with the floater when the opportunity presents itself.
Brown the pass to Shamet. Misses off the left iron.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
Here's Osman. Hartenstein passes to Brown. They shoot again. A nice shot by Hartenstein.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Brown outside. There's the pass to Shamet. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. Alfonso McKinney's checked in for Jetty Osman. And the second free throw, good. And he makes all 3. The Cavaliers shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Windler, the pass to Prince. Here's Windler. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Windler's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Brown finds Shamet. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Brown. And Brown drops them both. Brown with it. Pass to Windler. Takes a three. Offensive rebound. Hartenstein can't get it to go. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Griffin kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Back to Griffin. Six on the shot clock. Claxton the pass to Shamet. Griffin. Cavaliers with the rebound. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. It's Brown on the wing. Here's Windler. The dish to Prince. Pass to Windler. Windler, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And talk about putting pressure on your opponent. Tonight's win will move their record to 2-0 in the season series with 2 left to be played against the Cavs.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for KD.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Back to Brown. Kicks it out to Prince. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Luwawu.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
Shamet the pass to Brown. In the corner, it's Griffin. He can't get that one. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.